Overall, I think we did really well. Our last few matches, we didn't finish how we wanted them to. I'm glad we got to go to 5 games in all, both of them. We just got to learn how to finish, and we definitely could have won those 2 games, but it's a good learning experience, and hopefully in the future we can push through and end up winning those games. I think one new thing that we've definitely, especially I've experienced, is we have been doing a lot more conditioning lately. It's not the best thing at the time doing it, but getting to those 5-set matches, I definitely feel myself still being able to push through, especially with those 2 5-set matches in a day. I think that's helped us a lot. I think we just kind of choked a little bit at the end of those games, but hopefully we can just learn from that and get the wins next time. I just kind of knew what I had on the other side of the court. I know I'm kind of a shorter hitter, so I know what shots I need to be taking. I tried to use the off the block a lot, and I just knew the ball was coming to me majority of the time, and I knew I had to get the job done, so I just took that role and tried to do my best that I could. Definitely our LeBron right now, Kylie, I hear her all the time. She always talks to me whether if I just should roll shot, tip, and that's really helpful too. I give a lot of credit to her. I hear Mataia back there. Yeah, definitely. I think that's helped me a ton to get those kills. I think the teams that we're going to be playing in California will be right at our level. I don't think the games are going to be easy by any means, but I think they're definitely achievable for us to win. I really want us to compete with the teams and hopefully come out with the wins. That's a big plan, but I just want us to get a little bit more chemistry on the court, and I think once we get that and get everybody playing on the same page, we'll be very successful.
I thought we did pretty well in Hawaii. One thing we're trying to work on is our energy level and also our confidence and stuff. Stormy talked about our conditioning and practice, which I hope also leads into our energy. With our conditioning, it leaves us with more energy on the court to be able to be loud and be talkative and just have fun. And I think that's one thing when we are loud and talking to each other is when we have the most fun. We have a pretty scrappy defense this year. All of our defenders are pretty fast, and we have 2 different defenses that we'll switch into. If we're getting beat on the line shots, we'll pull over middle back down to the line, and then we have just the regular middle back deep, and it's just good to be in the holes with our blockers. As long as they're up, we'll do good and reading the blocks and getting our feet there and touching everything. I've always loved serving. We've practiced quite a bit on it, and one of my goals is to be the top server on our team, and so every time I'm up to serve, my first thought is my first serve, get it in, and then every time I just pick it up each time and get more aggressive. And Coach Carly's given us places on the court to serve, and I try really hard to serve to those areas that she tells us to. I get so jacked when I get an ace. Like, I just come in and I just jump and I scream, and I feel like the whole team feeds off that, whether it's a kill, whether it's a dig or an ace. It just brings the momentum right up. Just like Stormy mentioned, these are pretty good competition for us, and we should be able to come out with 4 wins as long as we stay together as a team and we connect well, and as long as we keep our energy up, we'll be able to pull through and get some wins this weekend. I love our team. We get along really well off the court, and sometimes we're a little quiet even though we work on our energy. There's just a couple little things that we need to click with, and we'll get that and we'll be firing on the court.
Here with MSUB head volleyball coach Casey Williams. Casey, the team just back from Hawaii, 4 matches to start out the year. Began with BYU Hawaii and a win in 4 sets. Why don't you talk about that first?
Yeah, the girls came out and it took a set to kind of get going, but after that first set, we really started getting in our groove. Our serve receive got to where it needed to be. We started passing 2s and 3s, and then after that, our hitters started connecting with Angela, and it all kind of worked out for us. We were really excited after the win. I thought our energy was good, which is something we've been working on for the last 3 weeks, and they started putting it together in set 2, 3, and 4, and we were happy to have a win and start out the season with a win.
Saw Chaminade the next day, tough team. They're going to be a tough West Region team. Talk about the competition and what your team learned from that.
Yeah, Chaminade was a good team, and I was really excited that we saw a good team like that, especially early on in the season. They had some heavy hitters, and I didn't think that our block responded as well as they probably should have. Defense was scrappy. It did what it was supposed to do. They picked up balls, especially balls that our block was slowing down a little bit. Mataia and Faith are both really aggressive defenders. Kylie is in the same boat, and we're glad that we have them on our side and can use them to help run a little bit quicker of an offense. Yeah, Stormy did have an amazing day. You know, she was our go-to. We set her about 60% of her balls, which obviously isn't ideal. We're really happy that Stormy got and broke her record, but we'd like to see a little bit more distribution from Angela and some of our other hitters mixed around in there. Stormy did well, and she was putting the ball down, so it's hard not to set her. We were really proud of that. You know, we lost a couple of tough ones there, and we probably should have had at least one of them back on our side and a win on our side, but you know, I think it was a good lesson and something we needed early on in season, and hopefully we can learn from it and won't happen again. That won't happen again. Yeah, I think the main thing is just energy. You know, we have the technical skills. We just need to tweak a couple things here and there, but making sure we're ready to come and play from set one on, and then keep our energy high against all those opponents is going to be really important for us. We do a lot better when we're having fun, creating energy, and you know, really keep things on our side. So that's what we're looking to do over in California at the West Region Crossover.